with much fanfare, the #1 lightweight contender challenging for UFC gold here tonight. Hay is in the barn. He feels like he has put in all the requisite work to realize the dream here tonight.
He's been working so hard. When you watch the videos, you can see a guy that will not accept anything less than being super prepared for the biggest opportunity of his career. He has worked diligently. He has trained hard. He has brought in training partners. He's done everything. Now it's all about going out there and executing. He said he feels he's ready to do that and become the UFC champion.
But it must be stated, in this division with all of the contenders, oftentimes you only get one crack. We'll see what he can do with it. Ilia Makhachev enters the octagon with his mind set on one thing tonight, that UFC championship belt. Well, you can argue this is the single hardest belt in the UFC to defend. The UFC's lightweight division has long been a murderer's row, and this champion's latest challenger looks like he could come through and upset the apple cart.
We were talking to him the other day, and I asked him about the fight. He goes, DC, nothing surprises me, because every time I go in there, I fight the toughest, scariest opponent. I understand my opponent's good, but I'm the champion for a reason, and I intend for it to stay that way.
Seemed like he had a great training camp, a great weight cut, and even though there are definite stylistic challenges in front of him here tonight, told us on Thursday in the fighter meeting, skill for skill, I'm better than this guy everywhere, and I'm going to prove it in a big way in front of this capacity crowd tonight. Our tale of the tape now for this lightweight championship fight. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Lightweight Championship of the World. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Ilia Makhachev. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC Lightweight Champion of the World, Ilia Topuria.
Herb Dean, third man in the octagon tonight. All right, so here we go with the stand-up only encounter. We'll see if these guys can play by the rules. Not many rules, but you can't grapple at all. No wrestling of any kind. You also are not permitted to do follow-up strikes on the floor. We are underway.
Beautiful punch to the body.
Topuria's strike attempt there is blocked. Big shots being landed on both sides here. Counters with the left hook. Nicely done there. There's a kick. All right, so about a minute into this one, and not much in terms of action, DC. I don't know if you need to use the restroom, but it might be a good time.
That thud on the table, that was me falling asleep. I'm sorry, John, I gotta wake up. Guys, get going.
Oh, now going to the body with that hook. Nicely done there by Topuria.
Oh, he's throwing bombs. Every time they come into contact, he is throwing bombs.
Well, it looks as though that strike maybe opened up a cut around the eye area.
Yeah, it looks like that strike opened up a cut, John, but it's nothing to worry about now, but he's got to start to protect it. When both are prepared, these are the types of fights that we expect.
Lunges forward with a left there. Well, we'll see if he can turn this defense into offense, but he's doing a great job blocking shots here tonight.
As of right now, he's thinking more defensively, and he's doing a great job of not taking any damage.
Oh, setting up the that's the biggest shot of the fight thus far. How's his opponent still standing?
I mean, I have no idea. This fight is supposed to be over. And it might not be over now, but it's gonna be over very soon. Now we're going.
Well, his opponent seemed to be stunned to a significant extent, but was able to recover, and it's almost like he let him off the hook.
Kind of let him off the hook. He needed to really put his foot on the gas to try to find that finish.
All right, champ, now we're starting to see some bruising on that thigh. Pretty good job attacking that area tonight.
I mean, this guy is digging his shin into hit the thigh. What a tremendous performance by this guy.
Well, DC, headgear's not allowed, but he has raised the hands, and he's doing a nice job protecting the dome.
He's doing a great job of blocking his head. A lot of times, those shots to the head will knock you out. Not this time. This guy's making sure nothing lands. Best punch in the game. Beautiful jab.
Oh, he gets tagged again. Nice combination. Just misses there with the left. Second round, straight ahead.
Stop.
All right, so that's the end of the round. Pretty significant damage done in that round. Cut on the cheek, sustained there from that strike. Now the cut man's got to get in there and close that thing up. Better to be below the eye than above it, sure. But nonetheless, this could be a factor now moving forward. All right, well, no surprise to see that eye continue to be targeted. Some replays from the previous round in which a lot of damage was doled out.
Well, the cut man's got some work to do to try to give this kid an opportunity to stay in the fight, because the reality is he has taken far too many shots to the eye, and now he's dealing with a nasty cut. He has got to change something.
You ready to fight? You ready?
All right, second round underway. All right, next round is now underway.
Dude's hurt. Serve him up. Go get him. Topuria's nose is bleeding now. Looks to be cut, perhaps there on the bridge. Oh, they're trading huge shots here. We'll see who's the last man standing. Oh, he lands a massive kick here. Overhand punch to the head. Makhachev's thigh and the outside of it really starting to bruise here. You wonder how much weight he can put on that leg moving forward.
Good work.
Oh, good lead left. That is a huge shot right there, DC. You don't want to eat too many more of those.
No, and he needs to start looking to finish now, because he's got his opponent hurt very bad. Uppercut. He's hurt bad.
Well, we got a lot of blood now, ladies and gentlemen. I think my mother just turned off the TV, but every time that area gets targeted, that cut is getting worse and closer, theoretically, to the end.
Yeah, and, you know, when you got a person like this in front of you that is so good at what they do, when you are bleeding like this and the work is showing, you got to try to find a way to stop them. He needs to try to get a takedown or something, because the more he's standing, the more he's going to have to deal with this cut, and now all the blood that's coming from the cut.
Well, he's really picked up the pace here in round two. Much more aggressive now here and starting to find himself in the pocket. Tried to set up the straight left, but he missed. And now they are throwing both sides with conviction. Back to the leg kick now. That one's no good. Islam Makhachev gets tagged by that stiff jab. Defense not there for him thus far tonight.
Good jab.
Good kick to the body.
Until you stop it, I'm going to keep kicking you. Body kick after body kick.
All right, so now we start to see...
Oh, he's wobbling now. Oh, he hurt him again.
Uppercut to the head. Instead, it's blocked by Topuria. Final seconds here. All right, that's the end of round number 2. All right, so there's the end of the round. You see the blood trickling down as he makes his way back to the stool. Cut on the bridge of the nose, or so it appears from the strike in that round. Cut man getting right to work.
You're going to go out this round and you're going to outwork him.
All right, we'll re-rack some replays from the previous round as they attend to that pretty nasty cut in his eye area.
You got to lock in defensively, man. You cannot be out there just fighting. His opponent is too high level to try to fight him with his ego. Now he's dealing with a nasty cut over his eye. Why do you need another thing to manage when you already got one of the best fighters in the world in front of you?
You ready to fight? Ready.
Third round underway. Well, just as he did in the previous round, continuing to land a high number of strikes here, and he hasn't really showed any signs of slowing down. Scary, scary proposition for the opponent.
Nice straight punch. Great block there.
Well, at times he's tried to check kicks, but he has not been effective in doing so, and now he's starting to limp a little bit.
He's starting to limp from those leg kicks. He's showing that it's hurting. That's a big sign when you watch a fighter, because a fighter never really wants to give you anything, but he can't help himself.
Another strike hits that eye area, and it is getting messier by the minute up there.
Well, he's getting targeted now. He's been hitting that spot so many times that his opponent sees the cut, and the cut is advancing.
Just over 3 minutes to go. Well, he is really starting to apply just a nasty leg kick. That one hurt. That's hard to punch.
I mean, he is throwing those kicks with evil intent. He is trying to break his leg with every single kick.
We passed the midpoint here of the fight. Kick to the body now. That one won't land. Topuria's uppercut is blocked. Oh, he's in trouble. Nice jab, follows it up with a nice right hand.
Oh, nice.
Oh, you gotta like the output here.
There it is again. Look at that.
Well, this fight's been pretty crazy thus far. Both guys doling out a lot of damage, and neither seems too bothered by it, but clearly both parties are hurt.
Both guys are hurt. Both guys are fighting beautifully. Both are showing a lot of heart right now in this fight. They're both doing amazing jobs. Let's see who gets the job done at the end of this thing.
His head's still attached to his body.
The last time I saw an uppercut like that, it was Overeem versus Ngannou, and you know they still haven't found Alistair Overeem's head.
Put that jab in his face.
All right, that's 3 rounds in the books. We are headed to the championship rounds. All right, there's the end of the round. I'm looking over to my left, UFC President Dana White. I think he's making out the bonus check right now. Incredible back and forth action.
Sign the check, boss. These two young men deserve $50,000. Hell, let's give them each $100,000 for the performance that they just put on in 1 round. Both were hurt. Both were able to withstand the punishment, and I can't wait until the next round gets started.
All right, so let us now check out some of the action in that round, DC. There was a whole lot of it, including a stunner upstairs that nearly closed the show.
It was a lot of action. It was back and forth action, but the big moment was that big strike to the head that landed, that put him on wobbly legs, and in survival mode, luckily he made it to the end of that round.
All right, here we go. The tension is palpable. 4th round is underway. You've got a thing or two to say about these championship rounds.
The 4th round is easily the hardest round in fighting. You're so used to fighting up to 3. You got to get back off of that stool, and this is a real test of your will and desire to win a fight.
Play shot there, DC. He is officially rocked.
A big, massive hook that really has put his opponent on skates.
Well, let's see if he goes to set up the hook again. He has really done a nice job punctuating his combinations with that hook tonight. All right, so the bruising on that thigh is getting really bad by the minute. He's going to have a hard time walking in the morning, and this fight could end in short order.
Well, even in between rounds, the corner needs to be getting ice on that thigh. He's been beat up in this area. This guy's leg is unrecognizable. He's got to try to finish here.
Under 3 minutes here to go in the round.
Nice shot there by the champ.
All right, there it is, another strike targeting that damaged area on the body. Is this a game plan thing, or perhaps trying to set something up high later on?
Well, I think it all works together. You get the hands to start to drop, and then when those hands drop, you go over the top with that head kick. But beating up the body sets up the attacks up top, and that is exactly what this guy is doing. Beautiful body kick.
Well, he's doing a nice job here blocking these shots. The chin is tucked, the hands are high. Pretty good job defensively thus far.
Great job defensively. He's seeing everything coming.
Topuria is blocking well now. You see the fighter raise the guard to protect that obviously damaged nose. Oh, he tags him with that. Nice job. Oh, what an offering up over the top. This fight's going to be over, DC.
What a great way of mixing up his attacks. He didn't stay in court. He mixed it up. He went high with the corner, thought he was going low, and now he's got him hurt very badly. This is such a crazy fight. What a fight. Both of these guys are trying to finish.
Back and forth we go. It takes two to tango, and man, have these two individuals tangoed tonight. I might run it back at some point, no matter how this one ends.
It's one of those fights where when you look at these two and the damage on their faces, the work that they have both put in, you realize and you appreciate what these fighters do inside the octagon. They're both hurt. They're both beat up. And both of these guys have shown a tremendous amount of resilience to put themselves in position to win this fight.
All right, there's the end of the round, and hopefully not the end of the fight. He doesn't look as handsome as he did when he walked out. That is a severe gash on his face. All right, that is the end of the round, and some definite adversity for him here, or so you would think. The cut on the bridge of the nose is only getting worse, and that nose might even be broken at this point in time. So certainly something that bears watching as we enter this next round. All right, the truck has produced some replays from that previous round. Perhaps we can even isolate the strike that opened up that cut on the bridge of his nose.
It's nasty, and it's in a bad spot because the reality is when you can't breathe through your nose, you start to open your mouth, but the blood is dripping down into your mouth. How is he going to breathe in order to have a chance to win this fight?
Oh, strike lands cleanly there, champ. Oh, he lands another strike to the body, really starting to connect on a lot of shots to the midsection, and these will take their toll as this fight goes into the latter rounds. Well, we may have the best cut men and women in the business, but I'm not sure they're going to be able to do much with that cut. And back to his feet. Oh, big left. Makhachev, as many style points as you could produce. Whoa!
Yo, wow! That was nasty!
All right, the official decision is in. Here once more, the veteran voice of the Octagon, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Deans called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 17 seconds of round number 5. Declaring the winner by knockout and new UFC lightweight champion of the world, Ilia Makhachev.
Take my money, DC. We got a new UFC lightweight champion. This is a belt that doesn't always change hands very often. There's a new king at 155 pounds.
The most exciting moment in sport, when Dana White wraps the belt around a new champion's waist. Take a moment, son. Breathe it in. You are now the best.